my hair wasn't crazy before I started, and then I had an itch and I messed it up. Cool. What's up, Cancer? Today we're going to do a 3-card spread, and it's going to have an additional 3 or 4 oracle cards pulled along with it. This is going to be kind of just in regards to healing. I'm not really big on love readings. I mean, if somebody orders one, I'll do it, but I prefer to do readings that help you heal. Is no matter where you are with your love life, if you are not healed mentally with things and you've got traumas, you're always going to bring those right back around. And so my readings, I try to base them on healing yourself, so that when someone does come into your life, if we do get a card like that, you're not going to chase them off with some self-sabotage, because that's what happens when we have trauma and it's not resolved. Let's get into it. I ask my guides, my galactic guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ascended masters, and my ancestors, please help me to set my ego aside so that I can give Cancer the message that is in their highest good today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I haven't used this deck like losing my wording, tripping over my wording. I don't really know what you guys are trying to do. You might be nervous. I'm not really sure what you're nervous. But anyways, I haven't used this deck in quite a while. And it used to be one of my favorite decks. I would just grab this deck and go to the park with my iPad and my pup and do readings with just this deck. It's pretty high frequency, especially when it comes to healing. So the first card is what you want to embrace, Cancer. What does Cancer want to embrace, please? What does Cancer want to embrace, please? Interesting. And owls are coming in really strong for you, Cancer. Leo had a lot of owls in their reading too, now that I think about it. They want you to follow your own rhythm and to be the hunter instead of the hunted after things have happened. And I'm seeing it as you're coming out on top, because it's saying here, choose between being the hunter or the hunted. And then here is what I would see. It says after the storm, right? So I'm viewing this as you chose to step up, and you're carrying what I would say is your own truth. There's a lot of sacred geometry in this deck. What does Cancer need to face, please? What does Cancer need to face, please? You need to let yourself start receiving. I hate when I go on the floor. I want you to trust yourself. I know a lot of people won't take them on the floor. I look at it the exact opposite. Like they really wanted that card to come out. So much so that they threw themselves on the floor like a 3-year-old throwing a tantrum. Yeah, you need to trust what it is you've received from your work, because right now I feel like you're my heart's like really fast. Like I really want you to let's take a deep breath with me for a minute, Cancer. Hold it in for a minute. Go ahead and let it out. Kind of roll your neck back and forth, okay? Just drop your neck down. Roll your shoulders back. Just like loosen yourself up for a minute. Because I'm feeling very tense. Like, this is definitely your energy. It's like you're like super tense about receiving these good things. I don't usually view this card this way, but it's like you feel like you've had a lot of snakes around you. You know, people that you can't really trust. And I usually view this card as like just so much support universally. But that's like, I'm seeing like specifically snakes around the face, and I usually don't view snakes in that way, but it's kind of what I'm getting. All right, what do you need to erase, please? What does Cancer need to erase? I live in an area that's just kind of loud, like all the time. I think part of that is for my own growth. To see my patience. This is interesting. Who else got these 2 cards? The same reading. They want you to erase trying to think outside of the box. And they want you to stop listening for your truth from others. Because your truth is not going to be found outside of anyone but yourself. I'm like, you're all over the place trying to get answers from other people. Like, it's so far outside of you. I usually see this as like something, clicking, upload, a download, an upgrade, some sort of energy that's been transmuted to something that you can utilize. But I'm seeing this as you looking for answers outside of you. You may be moving, or you may have just moved, and you may need some rest after that. Yeah, I'm getting that somebody's moving, or has just moved, or you're super tired. Just been on the move. You need some time alone. Not with others. Alone. Yeah, you need to find a way to creatively express yourself. I love this deck. It's so cute. And detox. Okay, they want you to detox from people, places, things, just in general. And by doing this, what's going to happen is you're going to awaken to your true self, which is really cool. We like that shit. That's that shit we do like. So I don't know what I did. Not me. I listen to Britney Spears. Just kidding. Sort of. No, I'm not kidding. I love Britney. I don't like that whole free Britney movement, but like I do support her being able to make her own damn decisions, as I do with any human. Fuck. Like, why? Change the beliefs that no longer serve your highest good by focusing on beliefs that do. And if you don't know how to change a belief is just a thought that you've like, remember when we were kids? Some of you may not have had parents as crazy as mine, but I was stubborn, and it was like repetition. Repetition will work with her. So I had to like write sentences. I will not do. It's like one of my punishments because spanking didn't work, grounding didn't work. I loved when I was grounded. Got to hang out alone and play with my toys, and no one bugged me for hours. It was fantastic. Loved being grounded. I was such a weird kid. But you would get me with the repetition. So it's like, if you were one of those kids who would get a little bit of parental repetition required, try doing that for yourself with your beliefs. Like, try writing out, I would say, get a piece of paper and a pen and write down 5 beliefs that you have right now that don't serve you. And a belief is literally a thought you keep thinking. So if you say, I'm not good enough to go do that, or I'm not ready, that's a self-limiting belief. Like, why would anyone affirm to themselves over and over and over again, I'm not ready? Like, you're just making an excuse for your seeming lack of readiness, which doesn't make any fucking sense. So, anyway, sorry, I digress. Go write 5 things down, 5 beliefs down that don't serve you, and then write down 5 thoughts. Write down 5 thoughts next to each belief that you can think that will shift that will turn that to a belief that will serve you what you want and your higher self and the new version of you that you're working towards. Did you get all that? I feel like that was a lot. I'm glad this is a video. Fear is ego-based. Ego lies as it lives in fear consciousness. Fear consciousness only exists in people who do not have control over their mind. I don't really give a fuck who that pisses off. I don't live in fear consciousness. I remember living in fear consciousness. I remember being like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, and I'm really freaked out. Like, there's a level of bitching about where things are. I do it too. I'm human. I literally just did it like 10 minutes ago. It's totally cool. No shade. But then there's a level of having these beliefs and this fear that you live in that is literally non-existent. It's a conditioned response from someone else. Someone else has told you that A, B, and C is gonna happen, so you have to listen to them. I hate anybody that's gonna tell me what I'm gonna experience. I fucking can't handle that. I don't say it to anyone, like, I'm so quiet, but like, in my mind, I'm screaming, shut the fuck up at anyone that's like, oh, well, this happened to me, so it's definitely gonna happen to you. Like, who the fuck are you? Who made you God? Like, oh, okay, that's, you created Earth? No. Like, that's the one way to trigger the fuck out of me. Tell me that I'm gonna have an experience exactly like you, and have it be based in fear consciousness. Ooh! Your girl will be. I'm gonna go smoke now. That'll be me. I need to go smoke, and I'm really not interested in anything else you have to say. I've said that verbatim to people's faces, and they look like they've been slapped because people are never that honest. I am. What's up? Alright, it feels off because the choices being made are off the path meant for your soul mission. Alright? Like, you're following somebody else's fear-based consciousness. Like, oh my god, you're gonna get the corona. Like, it's gonna be bad, and we're all gonna die. Like, we gotta go, like, go to Dairy Queen really quick, and it's gonna save all of us. Like, just the bullshit you're hearing on whatever social media you're on, or whoever's around you, has got you fucked up. Straight up. I'm gonna be real. For me to get that hard, like, it might even be you. Are you that person? Are you that person, Cancer, that's like, well, that happened to me, so it's definitely gonna happen to you. Like, what? What, you want someone to have the same shit experience as you? Like, what? I don't even understand the psychosis of that. Like, I don't. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, when people do that, I'm just like, immediately, the minute someone's like, oh my god, this is gonna happen, and it's based out of fear, and they're like trying to push their really very small, like, goldfish mind reality because they don't know how to control their reality on me, I immediately don't listen to a damn thing they say. Like, I like literally go to like La La Land. I'm like, what shoes am I gonna wear tomorrow? Like, shit that I would normally not care about. Immediately I care about what day I need to do my laundry. It's the weirdest shit. Alright, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Yeah, I don't give a fuck who's in your life. If somebody's in your life trying to push fear-based bullshit because that's where they live, and they don't like you because you don't want to be a part of that, kick that motherfucker out of your life right now. I'm not kidding. They will have you feeling like you're crazy for having normal common sense thoughts. Like, straight up. You can catch me in the FEMA camps. There's no way I'll ever get that vaccine. There's no way. Do I look scared? No. I'm also vegan. I don't drink. I don't eat any dairy bullshit. I don't put anything in my body that actually attacks my immune system, which is what COVID is kind of hitting, right? So if you're somebody who's living authentic and aligned to you, the chances of you getting something like that, or something terrible that someone else has told you and projectile vomited all over you, right? Like what their beliefs are, which are goldfish beliefs, very small, very, very in their little cage, right? If you're letting that happen, you are definitely not, you're not liking the truth that's being told about you. Because if that's the truth that they see with the world, how they view you is not how you actually are. Because people can only view you or view anything from where they are. And I'm telling you right now, emotional intelligence is not high on the Richter scale with people these days. People would rather memorize facts that some fucking, quote, doctor gave them than have any emotional intelligence of their own. Because Sally and Sandy might say something. It's wild, and if you're living like that, I need to tell you to stop, because you're not going to get through to your own truth. Are you going to be the hunter or the hunted? Because I'm telling you right now, the hunted is jumping on everything the 1% tells them to do right now. They're not even questioning it. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Well, they told me to do it. Oh my God. What was that saying? If your friends told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? On God, there are people, I feel like, that would jump off a bridge like 60 feet in the air if they thought they weren't going to get COVID. Can somebody please explain to them that you're not going to get COVID if you jump off a bridge 60 feet in the air and you die because of that? Like, this is... Where you're at right now is not where you want to be. Like, I'm getting all hyped. This is like hype. Like, and if you're not talking about this, you're like I am right now. Like, you're in your own head like this right now. Like, just the way I am when people are like, oh, well, this is going to happen to you because it happened to me. Okay, Sally. Shut up, Karen. I hate a Karen ass telling me how I'm going to experience life. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Especially if you don't smoke weed all day. There's definitely no way we can experience life the same. I have created a life that allows me to smoke whenever I want. And with that being said, I love you guys. You can handle whatever is thrown at you. Just remember to speak your truth, be authentic. And if it doesn't feel right to you, don't fall in line just to make someone else happy, because they don't have to live your life. You do.